Sometimes I do wonder why did I have to get obsessed with this sport specifically? Because I could live a normal life. I could have a girlfriend. I was married at one point in time. I could have a dog. I could have like a normal, reasonable life where I eat nice food, hang out with my friends, go out for drinks on the weekend. But instead, I'm sitting in this apartment, starving myself, covered in anti inflammatory gel, just because I'm hurting myself from how frequently I am going to the gym and how much weight am I lifting. And I didn't really necessarily choose this. Like I didn't make like a actual decision that this is going to be my life. It's just like the thing that I felt like I need to do. And it's not even that it was optional, it's just like the thing that I constantly kind of gravitated back towards, and like I couldn't really avoid it, and then it just kind of escalated from there, because this is something I actually love. Like I do love this sport, and even though there are lows and there are days that are miserable, like for an example this one, there are also days that are amazing, and like there are also the highest of highs where I feel amazing, where I feel like I'm doing well, where I feel like I am exactly where I want to be. So like it's mixed. It's not always good. It's not always bad, but I've also lived a nice and a calm life for like a period of time, and I wasn't really happy with living a nice normal life. So if you kind of look at it from like a general standpoint, and if you kind of look at like the whole picture, I am happier now. Like I am doing the stuff that I feel like I should be doing, and I'm finally at peace. Because before I started doing this sport at this kind of a level and like making all the content that I'm making and so on, I felt like I'm not really where I should be, and I constantly felt like there's something missing. And now I'm doing the thing that I should be doing, and I feel like I'm doing the thing that I should be doing, and even if I'm not particularly successful at it, at least I feel like I'm trying to do the thing that I'm meant to do. So it's a weird thing. It's just like something I can't escape, and something that I keep on gravitating towards constantly. And as far as I sometimes escape, and as far as I try to get away from it, I still end up here constantly. Like I always end up being in the same position where I'm just like doing this again. So I guess this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is the thing that I feel the most comfortable with doing. And it is an odd thing. And it is also a rewarding thing, because I do feel like I'm developing myself, and I do feel like I'm becoming a better, more self sufficient person as I do this. But there are also like parts of it that are absolutely miserable. So, like, it is not very fun coming back home to an empty apartment day in and day out, starving yourself, constantly thinking about how is it that you can perform better, constantly being stressed that you're not performing the way that you should be performing. Then there are also all sorts of obstacles that are just generally going to like pop up constantly as you're going to be doing stuff. So it's like, it's not always a fun thing to do, but at the end of the day, if you have something that you feel like you should be doing, and if there is something you constantly keep on gravitating towards and you cannot really get it out of your head, then well, that is the thing that you should be doing. And fuck what everyone else thinks. Fuck what is it that other people feel like you should be doing. Because I've had like plenty of people feel like I'm just kind of like wasting my life, and I have had constantly had people that feel like I'm not really functioning as a normal human being, because normally as a normal human being you're supposed to like make friendships, and you're supposed to want to go out and party, and you're supposed to like do normal people stuff. But I was never really that interested in that. Like I was never really interested in like living a normal boring life, and it has paid off. Like this obsession that I have has taken me to places that I never really thought that I'm going to go. And it wasn't really necessarily directly connected to sports. It's just like me being stubborn and me constantly going towards the thing that I want to, which is the thing that ultimately led me to like traveling around and like seeing new different places and living in different countries and so on. But like it's difficult. It's kind of actually even difficult to explain. But yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like I am exactly where I should be. So fuck it. I guess we are going to keep on doing this. Today was a odd day actually, because it started off okay, and then it got increasingly less okay as I had a shitty day at work. And then it became a little bit better as I went to the gym and as I started lifting. And now when I came back home, I just got bummed out again without like any specific reason at all. So like there are days where you just kind of get upset without a specific reason and without an actual reason being there. And this is one of those days. So it is a little bit odd, but I'm also kind of used to it already because I would have these kind of days like at least once a week. So it is something that I'm also quite intimately familiar with already by now, so it's not that difficult to manage. But also it doesn't really get any happier. So like even if you do understand what is it that's happening, and even if you do understand that these kind of days are going to be there, and you're not always going to be happy and motivated, and then there are days that are going to be absolute dog shit, it doesn't make those days easier. It's just like a dog shit day, nothing really changes. It's just like you're kind of intellectually aware of what is it that's happening, but it doesn't make the process any more easier than it is. So yeah, this was a odd day, but thankfully the day is quite close to being over. I still have a few things that I need to do today, and then I'm already be heading to bed and finally relaxing and getting ready to do the same thing all over again tomorrow. So I guess that is it for today, and once again, as always, I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow.